Hey, check this shit out. I'm actually on time. Imagine that. I wasn't even a minute late. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, this is Thaumaturgy Thursday. It's the first one ever. And I'm going to go on ahead and drop this link in a couple of places, if you will bear with me, please. There are also a couple of other things I need to do, so it'll take me a second or two. It's just that I can't do this until after I have this set up. One moment. I will be with you guys momentarily. Oh, my sound is awful. Come on, Crisp, what are you doing? Why are you not working? Dude. It says it's on. Oh, well. At least you can hear me. At least I hope you can hear me. I can hear me. Let me go up in here and take care of a small thing here. As I said, just bear with me. When I do these, I always put myself on a delay because reasons. We know what the reasons are. One second, what the hell? It's been a minute since I have done this. And I am having to remember how to do this. Ah, there we are. Here we are. Here we are. And so we will... Here we're not. Well, I guess I'm going to have to remember how to do this here, since I have not streamed in so very long that it is a little difficult. Either that or they changed a bunch. Well, I'm going to just go right ahead and say this. You come in here and you are disruptive. I will not just hide. I will not just mute you. I will hide you, and it will be permanent. And it's not because of me. It's because I would like you to be, please be respectful to other people that are here that might want readings. So let's all try to be nice. I understand that people like to be, all extra and stuff like that, but this is not the stream to be doing that on. So let's everyone try to, even if you find yourself not liking tarot, there are people that do, and this is actually part of how I earn money. And if you don't believe in it, that's fine. If you don't want to get a reading, then don't get one. But please don't interfere with people that do want to get one. So, with that said, let me go on ahead and stop farting around and get this link out there. And if you guys would like to share the link and invite others in, that is always a welcome thing, because I would love to be able to help out. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in a couple of places, and away we go. And let's go here. One more little spot. Not as prepared as I was hoping I was, but as I said before, this is only the first one. Things will get more interesting as we go. Hey, Trisha, how's it going? Awesome. And I see I've got 4 people who are watching, and I'm going to get my mouse the hell out of the way, and I'm going to get this into the way. Now, this is the mini version of it, but this is Aleister Crowley's Book of Thoth. It's the only deck that I use. And the reason I use this deck is because, to me, the symbolism and just Lady Frieda Harris's artwork in general is kind of the pick of the litter. I don't get the results with any other deck that I can get out of this one, although I can read with, just simple playing cards. This one's just a lot more fun, and it's the tool that I use. It's my favorite paintbrush, if you will. So I'm going to start us off with a 3-card drop. Now, until I see somebody asking actual questions, or until and I would really love to have this, until somebody starts dropping some money at me, then what you're going to be getting is a few 3-card drops and a little bit of conversation for about the next half hour, as I tell you what I'm seeing on this fine summer night. So, I already feel quite a bit of energy buzz coming from the deck. I get like a tingling sensation in my fingers as I do this. What I'm doing right now is just hand over hand shuffling them. It's very bad for any tarot deck to use the splat method, so I tell people not to do that when I am actually reading for them. So let's drop a couple, shall we? Out there somewhere in the ether, I bring you the Knight of Swords. To his left, the Prince of Cups. And to his right, a major arcana card, the Lovers. Now, often what you see with court cards is you see people. And what I am seeing right now is 2 people. The gender of court cards does not necessarily correspond to the gender of the person getting the reading. Sometimes you'll see a queen and it's a male. Sometimes you'll see something like this and it's a female. And I think I'm going to I don't like this. I think I'm going to re-mirror my camera. Bear with me, please. Let's do it that way. No, I liked it the other way. So this is a relationship. This is a long-standing friendship. These are 2 people that have similar natures, but at the same time, their motivations are what differs. They are both very giving people that are very generous to other people in their environment, but one of them thinks before he does things. I'm just going to say, generic he. One of them is a lot more likely to weigh things slowly and make his moves carefully and logically, although with very deep emotion. And the other one is just go, go, go. I mean, let me look at the dude. Let me turn that around for you here. This is our Knight of Swords, always in motion. Always ready for a fight, too. This is a relatively quick-tempered young man, although he's certainly not the Knight of Wands. That's literally the fireball. This relationship has been going on for a long time, but right now it's entering a new transition. It's entering a stage where there's some conflict. And the question is whether these 2 people are going to be able to overcome this conflict enough to reach a new form of, hey, righty, how's it going? I'm glad to see you here. There's a question of whether they're going to be able to survive this transition. And with what I see here, hey there, how's it going? There's unabashed, good people, good people. I'm glad to see so many people showing up already. That is really amazing. I mean, for a lot of people, 6 people isn't a lot, but it's a little above average for me. So if you're out there and you've got this friendship, this doesn't, I mean, despite the fact that this is the Lovers, this does not look like a romantic entanglement to me. What this looks like is a very long-term friendship that is experiencing some struggle right now. But the good news is both of the people involved seem to want to work on it. It's just that they're not really understanding each other's ways of communicating and ways of working on it. What is the answer? Communicate more. Sit down over a soda or, a tin full of edibles or, whatever you want. And just, you cannot communicate too much in a situation like this with a friendship this long-standing and two people that care about each other this much. Hello, Sally. How's it going? And so we're going to drop another 3, and this is another general one. Hello, Cody. How's it going? Oh, no, that's Sirius Pack. You got to watch out for that guy. It's like, a very, very grim, dark person, the terrifying opsman that he is. He's good people, and he's a good friend. Central this time. We have got the 8 of Wands, which is completion. That's the end of a cycle. That's literally what it says on the tin. Something is in balance that wasn't before. Something has been drawn to a close. And now we got another Knight, and that's the Knight of Discs. Now, the Knight of Discs is a very interesting one. Hey, Retro, how's it going? Wow, there's some very cool damn people showing up tonight. The Knight of Discs is a very interesting one because a lot of people misjudge the Knight, be it he or she, and think that this person is lacking in intellect when what's really happening is they are just very, very damn thorough. This is not somebody that leaves a damn thing to chance. This is somebody that is going to absolutely cross every T, dot every I. And they're going to take their damn sweet time about doing it, sometimes to the annoyance of other people. Our third card in this case is the Fool. Now, sometimes that's not a literal fool. Well, more often than not, it's not a literal fool. It's somebody that is an innocent. It is somebody that is still very much wide open to his environment, all the experiences that it brings. This is a person that has gone full circle. They started out not knowing that a pig's ass is pork. And through experiences and sometimes, bad ones, sometimes very painful lessons, they have started to come into their own skin. And the more that this person learns, the more thorough they become, the stronger they are in what they know, the more they realize something that you only realize through, like great old age or the School of Hard Knocks. Yes, let's definitely keep the innocent off YouTube. This person's like, the more I know, the more I realize how little I know. And the more open I become to learning yet more. I know you're out there and I know you're listening to me, whoever you are, the person that is in both the guise of the Fool and the Knight of Discs. And what I have to say to you is keep doing what you're doing. Because you're doing the thing and you're doing it right. Now, we're going to go to our next 3 cards. Now, this one's kind of flaring up a little bit. This is going to be interesting. You have the Queen of Discs. And you have the Ace of Swords. And our final card is Virtue. What we're talking about here is somebody that has entered a phase of learning. What this looks like frankly, it looks like college. Somebody that is embarking on a new phase of their life where they are taking on a new trade, or they are entering the education system again after a long pause. And they've got two things going for them. They've got a hell of a lot of brains going on. This is somebody that's just vividly intelligent. And the Three of Wands, virtue, this is an intrinsically good person. And they're entering into this phase of education for good reasons. And I think what this is this is just a validation drop. Congratulations to you. Going back to school is the right move. And I'm glad to see through this tool that focuses my abilities. I'm glad to see that this is the decision that you've made. It's been something that you've been thinking of for a while, and the time is now. Don't second guess it. Check those places that sell used textbooks and try not to pay full price for them. God's bless you. All right, we got another drop of 3. And right here, we've got 2 of Wands. That's Dominion. And flanking that to its left, we've got, oh shit, there's the Prince of Wands. You notice how he's got a chariot pulled by a lion and he's just coming at you. Somebody is having a hard time with an extremely domineering person in their life. This is somebody that is very damn controlling. And they don't mean it in a negative way. They mean well. But these kind of people can be very exhausting. And we've got the Prince of Discs. He's a little bit similar to his younger brother, the Knight of Discs, except he too is a lot more of an active participant than the Knight was. He too is headlong heading towards you. And what I'm looking at with this Prince of Discs is really not a person, it's an event. Somebody is at a crossroad with this particular individual, the Prince of Wands, and his tendency to be dominion, domineering. Push the envelope. Make decisions for people. And whoever it is getting awfully close to the other individual's line in the sand. And the message I'm seeing here is stick to your guns. Hello, suit. How's it going? Nobody fighting here, okay? So what I am seeing is you've got to stick to your guns. You have to draw some healthy boundaries. You cannot let this person continue to run over you because it's not healthy for you or even for them. And it's going to be one of the hardest things you've ever had to do. Because this person really thinks that they are a fucking boss. Largely because they have been. Now I'm going to drop another 3. The Princess of Wands. I've got kind of a conflict with this card personally. Everybody's been demodded suit. You know, I have only like 1, maybe 2 people that are still mods. So don't, everybody's been demodded. So you got the Princess of Wands, which is a dynamic but unfortunately somewhat neurotic woman. She lives on her adrenaline and she lives on her inspiration and has a tendency to be extremely hasty. You notice that she's literally got a tiger by the tail in this image. And that is how she has a tendency to live her life, one extreme experience to another. Now to her left, you're seeing something she wants. The Knight of, not Knight, what did I say that for? The 9 of Cups, that's the wish card. Now, because this showed up when it did, and under the circumstances that it did, I would really like to see everyone here make a wish. And don't second guess it. Just doesn't matter how damn petty or selfish you think it is. Make that wish. Let's see if we can tip the scales in your favor. So there's something that she wants. The Knight of Cups, or the Knight of Cups, is called happiness, and she's been seeking that all her life. And in some way, she's gone about it the wrong way. She instead, like an example would be, instead of Mr. Right, she's gone for Mr. Right Now historically. And we got death. Now, death, that's a funny one also. People see that card show up and they lose their shit. They're like, oh, I'm going to die. No, my sweet summer child, you are not going to die. What's going to happen is there's going to be wrenching change. Your life is not going to be the same. And I see you, Princess of Wands. And I see what you desire. But I see what is about to happen. And the only thing that I can say, sailor that I am, is stand by for heavy weather. So there's that. Somebody is potentially in a little bit of trouble because of their hasty nature, but it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just going to be pretty jarring. Hey, bum number 1, how's it going? Always great to see you here. Always great to see you. Now, let's go on ahead and continue. Oh, shit. All right. What you're looking at here is the Tower. You know what the impression that everybody has of death? You know, that huge menace, the great leveler, the thing that scares the shit out of everybody. That son of a bitch right there is what you should really worry about, because that might be actually a rider on what I just did before with the princess. This really looks like a little bit more of hell breaking loose than possibly I had thought. So this is probably a double on those 3. God, I hope whoever this is not too dedicated to what they are doing and is able to make a quick pump of the brakes. Because here comes a 7 of discs, which is failure. And I'm just going to drop the 3rd one. Oppression. Okay. Whoever you are, princess, stop it. Whatever it is that you're considering doing, don't do it. Pump the goddamn brakes. Slow down. Calm down. Because if you keep continuing in the direction that you were going, you're gonna blow up some stuff that you don't want blown up in your life. So please exercise caution for the next about 6 weeks is what I'm sensing. You can't jump into this the way that you usually do. You have to maybe take off your shoes and walk on sand instead of trying to dance around in gravel and high heels. Trust me, I know from experience that doesn't end well. I really sprained my ankle doing that. I don't know, Trisha. Trisha says, is this directed at me and my dating? I don't know. Is it? You're the only one who can know that. I'm doing random reads here. I'm doing random card drops here. And now we've got another 3. Got the Ace of Wands. Inspiration. Have you ever woke up in the middle of the night with this idea that charged you with so much purpose that you just could not for the life of you get back to sleep? This is that idea. As you notice, it's got the tree of life contained in that firebrand that's lighting up the night with inspiration, with divine purpose nearly. And Princess of Swords. This is definitely a person again. This is somebody that is pretty harsh in nature. They're very intelligent. They're very strong of will, but sometimes they are a little bit harsher than they need to be. They can be a touch of a hard ass. And the important thing for you, Princess of Swords, is please, please be careful. Don't use that sword to cut away, don't snatch, as a friend of mine likes to say, do not snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory by being too harsh either on yourself or on other people that may be offering you opportunities. Those opportunities are in the shape of the Four of Discs. Yes, I know those towers are square, but that is a discs card. Don't let yourself torpedo yourself in as you are put in this position of more responsibility. Like the legend on the card says, power. You are being given some. Please use it responsibly, and please use it with compassion. It's not a bludgeon. It's supposed to help others. Writing. This is not the process that I use when I read for myself. You will never see me read anything like that for myself, because the tarot introspections that I do are so intensely personal. For one thing, it's more than 3 goddamn cards. I promise you that. Now we've got the Chariot. And as you can see, it's a knight. And he's in armor, and his chariot is being drawn by mythical beasts. He's holding his shield. He's completely encased in his armor. And he's coming at you. He's coming forward. And he cannot be stopped. He is your proverbial unstoppable force. The question is he meeting his immovable object? The answer is no. What he's meeting is chaos. And that is in the shape of fortune, luck. And he's headed right into some. And is that luck good or bad? Decidedly good when you're talking about the Princess of Discs. The Princess of Discs is perpetually pregnant. She is the bearer of great gifts. And there's about to be a cat walking on the reading. I'm sure you can see her shadow. Hello, Ati. Folks, Ati, please don't. Kitty. Yep, there's Fuzz. Would you please get down? You had to know that was going to happen at some point. I deliberately didn't put them in my room because I figured that everybody wants to see kitties. But yes, someone is, somebody out there is dealing with a run of good luck that's going to be like no other, and it's coming up quick. The question is, are you going to recognize it, or are you going to second guess it? Whoever you are out there, it might be a good time to buy a lottery ticket. Or ask your boss for a raise. Now we're going to go into another 3. I am almost out of time because I only had half an hour slated for this tonight. I'm going to be sticking to that this time because I have had a day. There's just been a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I have to make another trip out to Philadelphia, and I'm in the initial planning process of that at the same time as working on my first really major video that's going to be coming out soon. So got the 6 of Discs. That's gain. Trisha, are you sure? Because I pulled this money card just as you said that. Are you sure you're not looking at a windfall? Maybe do a little bit more exploration, because that really looked like it was aimed at you. 3 of Discs works. There's some kind of planning going on. Whether it's you planning or someone else, it doesn't read like it's a bad thing at all. And now we have, are you kidding me? 3 of Cups, abundance. Trisha, I want you to really start looking at that a little bit more closely, because that really looks like that really honestly looks like something good is coming your way. And who knows, maybe it's not money. Maybe it's some prosperity in some other form. Maybe it's an opportunity that you didn't have before. Maybe it's more responsibility being given to you that you didn't have before. Maybe it's plain goddamn luck and you find a $50 fucking bill or something. But it really feels like this particular set of 3 cards is aimed at good shit coming your way. And this is going to be my last 3, unless somebody wants to do a 15-card reading. Actually, no, we're not going to do a 15-card reading on this particular stream. If you want, I'll drop in my Discord, because Discord is the way you reach me. And that would be at... Oh, shit. I don't have it clipped on. There we go. Hit me up on Bells and Evermore. So, if you want to hit me up for a 15-card reading, now would be a good time. I have to go back to Philadelphia. And the reason I have to go back to Philadelphia actually isn't bad stuff this time. I need to go out there because there's a lot of paperwork I have to do, and there's a lot of getting stuff ready for my friend Fredo. Everybody at least has heard of him. My friend that is the Freemason gentleman, the guy that's the worshipful master of his lodge, the gentleman that I did the interview with. I'm the executor of his will, and I also am his durable power of attorney, or will be once I go out there. And unfortunately, he's not going to get better. His cancer is in a pretty late stage. It's metastasized into his bones, and we just have a lot of planning that we've got to do, a lot of things that we've got to get taken care of. And so I have to go back out there to finish doing that. Because when I initially went out there in May, there was an emergency. That emergency put him in the hospital, and he's been there and then in rehab since then. So I have to finish things up because he's going to be going into hospice, and I've got to get everything ready and make sure that things are absolutely ironclad and that every slightest wish he has is taken care of, because I will leave you with this thought. You don't go to save a human being and then leave the job half done. And it's always worthwhile to save that human being, even if it's somebody that you don't particularly like, which that's not the case with Fredo. I love him dearly. But I want people to know, right, he's the bucket list is, unfortunately that ship has kind of sailed. He's not going to be able to leave direct care. Yeah. Definitely, let's have a moment. Let's put the energy out there for Fredo. It's fine if you're not religious. It's fine if you don't pray. Just think some good thoughts and wish some good stuff for him as he makes this transition. I'm working on making things as wonderful for him as I possibly can. And also for his lovely wife, who I just absolutely adore just as much as I love him. She's an amazing, brilliant woman. She's a Navy vet like me. She worked for the government for many, many years. He's just wonderful people, and so is she. And I was able to, be part of the push that got them into the same rehab facility together. She had a health setback too. But they're actually in the same room now. And I pulled about 6 different rabbits out of my hat to try to get that settled out. They are definitely past the worst of it, except for, of course, the very end of it. And they're together, and they're happy that they are together. And now what I want is just more peace. I want them to be able to, this next little while, do exactly and precisely whatever the hell they want at any given time. And enjoy each other. And that's the wish that I have for them. So if you could throw that out there to the universe too, I would really appreciate that, and so would they. anyway, that's going to be it for this particular stream. You're going to see my PayPal and my Cash App information in the comments once I close this off. You know, and I know a lot of people are going to have a lot to say about me asking for donations, especially, you know, under the circumstances, and that's okay. You don't have to agree, and, you know, hey, if you don't agree, don't donate. But it would really mean a lot to me, and it would make it a lot easier for me to get out there if people could help us out. God's bless you all. If believe in gods you do, and may the universe give you peace. If you don't believe in the gods, and may science not cause you to drop mayonnaise between your toes like what happened to me. Damn gravity. You take care, everybody. All the love. Good night.